guys, how's it going? Everybody good? We've got audio, we've got visuals, we've got each other. I tell you what, we're a little bit late to the stream today, and I've got hey Michael, Siglet, what's happening, bro? For you guys that's been checking out the Instagram stories and seeing the YouTube All Access member stuff, I've been changing around and we've got some new gear and I've been implementing. I thought I sort of set it up all good, and then actually I was pretty confident that we actually set it all up all fine. And then I started playing right before we were due to stream, and I was like, man, there's this extra latency. I'm playing and I'm very susceptible to the feel of latency. Yo, Michael, let's make that bigger. But then it turns out that this Ricochet by Digitech, this must add another 3 or 4 milliseconds of latency, because I tell you, when I had this in the chain, I was like, nah, my latency is exactly what it normally is. I'm checking all my zero latency plugins. So this was the one that tipped it over the edge from 6 milliseconds latency to something like 11 to 12. Certainly added another 5 or 6 milliseconds. Enough to throw me all over the place. Let's play a track and see how this stands up now. How's everybody doing? You guys good? I know, right? It's a good chunk of latency. Let's try this. Effect for that position. Hey Sean, welcome. Today, Sean, you well? How was the little man's birthday? Right. change around. I'm gonna explain this later on the YouTube live. I'm still getting used to muscle memory. It's got me dancing around. I need some notes on all the pedals that I've introduced. Lots of tweaks on the setup. Yes. Yeah, I'm triggering all sorts of weird effects instead of other effects. So I think afterwards I'm going to get the little the white tape out, make some notes. Yeah, let's catch up. I'm absolutely fried from the weekend. Okay, yeah, I can imagine, but everything went well. That's good to hear, man. Oh yes, I would love to see that. I've got to see that. I've got to see that. Yes. Looks good so far and sounds awesome. Oh well, that's a surprise actually, because honestly, just like less than an hour ago, I was up to here in cables, and I still haven't done any of the actual full cabling yet. I've got to hide some of it. It's all over the place. But later on the YouTube stream that I'll be doing tonight, I'll be talking about some new gear that I've introduced into the setup, and hopefully we're going to try it out as well. So I'm really excited for that. Speaking of YouTube, guys, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch right now, in the coming weeks, very, very soon, this particular Fishman live stream will be exclusively streaming on their Facebook page. So if you haven't already followed the Fishman Facebook page, give that a follow. And look at that, Fabio's already on it. He's got the big thumbs up. He's ready to rock. Nice. Yeah, so we will no longer be streaming across multiple Fishman platforms and socials, just the Facebook page, which I think will be pretty cool. Yeah, it'll be good. So I'll let you guys know more on the Discord anyway. But I think this is probably the second last time that we do this. We'll make the switch very, very soon. It's gonna be, yeah, if you're used to the YouTube platform, it might be a little different. Obviously, my main stream, my personal stream now, is on YouTube, so that's been a fun adjustment. We've been streaming on my YouTube channel for maybe just over a week now, maybe 2 weeks. Hey, look at that, Troll is on. What's happening, buddy? Are you good? Troll is a hyper Twitch guy, you know. He's knees deep in Twitch. So I wonder if Troll also has a Facebook account. This will be interesting. This will be the true test. Yes. XK, the legend. There he is. How's it going, buddy? You all right? Man, this is becoming one of my go-to guitars recently. You've seen me pick this one up probably more frequently over the last couple of weeks. The Osiris. Really, really dig that raw tone. Roasted necks. I like roasted necks, but I also like purple hot necks with walnut. That's a nice combination. But yeah, this guitar's super cool. It's got the Fishman Fluence, a Barcy set. If you ever get Fluence, which, you know, I think many of you probably will, then make sure you go that little bit extra. Get that 5-way switch. Get some normality. Happy to see you too, mate. Yeah, happy to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. It's a weird thing, the raw tone, Sean, yeah. Any update on a Kiesel signature? Yes, lots of updates, lots of progression, I think. So, yeah, stay tuned. I know that's such a lame line. I hate that. Stay tuned. But, yeah. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm sure we'll know more very, very soon. Just as soon as, oh, well, there we go. We'll get that strap sorted out. But yeah, I would love to make something amazing available, equipped with some beautiful Fishman Fluence pickups in a certain color, of course. Yes, but trust me, we're working on it. we'll have some news literally in the coming days and weeks, not months. So I'm excited. But yeah, the raw tone, it's a weird thing. I never kind of expected to just like it. Like, it's just a feel thing, you know? It's just so tactile. Hot, cold, it's just like always comforting. And in live situations where it's hot and sticky, or playing in NAMM shows when that might happen again, it's very reassuring. It's a great finish. Been waiting so I can send my build in. Oh, Michael. Yes, I'm sure we'll put a nice couple of different options so you can put your own spin on it as well. Trust me. So we want to give a little flexibility to the guys that want to spec something. So yes, appreciate the patience, guys. We are almost there, guys. Almost there. Man. But yeah, I was really surprised that this added so much latency. Hutch was around yesterday, and Hutch was like, "Oh, I just want something that you kind of go, and it does like a pitch dive." I was like, "Oh, dude, I've got the Ricochet." He's like, "Oh, can I have it?" I'm like, now that I've mentioned it, I'm like, I want to try it actually. I'm sorry, Hutch. I'm sorry. Can't just take my pedals. But then as soon as I plugged it in today, it's like, wait a minute, the latency's gone absolutely like doubled up. So Ricochet, it must be because it's like permanently running, ready for you to arm it, and it must not have a true bypass in the traditional way. Well, it says true bypass, but it ain't sending that audio through unprocessed, I guarantee that. It's adding some latency. So there we go. Oh, Sean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Yes. Jeff, I've got a special request. I'm sending you some fresh cornflakes and bran flakes from the UK. Well, it would actually be bran flakes. Playing Ricochet with your latency. Exactly that, mate. As a painter, I wouldn't... oh, yeah. You're a painter. Oh, nice. That is amazing. Yeah, because it's mostly stained sort of colors, right? Yeah. You know, but... I mean, this is fairly colorful. I mean, it's got that color going on it. Like, this is just antique ash. I really like the antique ash. This was like one of those guitars that I would never have spec'd out the Osiris, but like it turned out to be like absolutely like absolutely awesome. And a lot of people enjoyed that one when we did the run. Hollow body to store meats and chill meat. Can you imagine that? But does it chug? Listen, Tommy. I think we can test the chug. We can do the chug test. All right, got a heads up question for you guys. Here we go. Tone 1. What do you think of this? Versus this. You like the second one? It's different in a lead situation because it's the sort of first one. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Yeah. It's a little bit more cutting. Hutch prefers number 2 as well. Second one would be my preference for chugs. Yeah, it's got a little bit more bite. Yeah, that one I feel like probably needs a little bit more attack dial on it compared to the first one. It's a little bit more kind of softer, so it's probably better for like... versus... it's not quite as sort of spongy. Yeah. So the first one is, it's... it's better for like the neck sort of speed stuff. It's really good. But yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? So the first one that you were hearing is basically, that's the Victory model. And the second one is the Friedman with a custom IR. They both have custom IRs, so it's interesting because if I didn't use the other tone like switch, you'd probably be totally fine. But it's just like that initial change, you know? It's like, Hutch was like, oh, that's much better. But like the first 10 minutes he was playing, I just left it on the Victory one. He's like, oh, it's a great tone. But as soon as you change, it's like, the brightness, it throws you off a little bit. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Gonna try Spectrum. I've never tried this track in so long. I'm not sure how much of this track I remember. But we'll give it a shot. And we'll use that brighter tone, the Friedman amp. We'll try it. What's the worst that can happen? Like kind of dotted. Every note. So I'm not sure if the lead is here. No, I don't think it is there. I think it's on the next one. Yeah, I think it's more like ambient there. Yeah, that lead definitely sounds good on that track for sure. Something like that. I'm definitely gonna go back and relearn this one. Hey Nick, Nicholas. I think I can remember the string skipping part. Not probably warmed up enough to drop the big string skipping, but we'll try it. Dare I say haunting? I like it. What's happening? Hey, Colin. Something like that. I think I remembered about 50% of that one. Gotta go back and learn that one, but it's a fun track. One of the earlier McRocklin Hutch tracks. Yo, how's it going, David? Good morning from California. Yes. Mate, a cup of coffee right now. That sounds good. Des, how's it going, bud? You all good? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna give the improv 60 out of 100 score. There's some rusty improv. Minor, what's up, mate? Nice to see you as well, guys. If you're just tuning in the coming weeks, we're gonna be heading over to the Fishman Facebook page. So we're gonna be streaming from that page, no longer on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. So we'll probably have one more left on 3 platforms. But yeah, take a second if you're watching on YouTube to follow the Facebook page down below, because that's where the exclusive Fishman takeovers are going to be happening. Ron G, hey, I don't know about awesome job, Ron. I'm feeling that was a little bit rusty, but and I remember there's some low gain parts, and I just remembered that after. But it's the track that I now play the least, so I'll take it. We'll go in with some improv, no problem. Oh man, what you guys been up to today? Everybody good? Monday's like, for me, Monday's the day of catching up from the weekend, geeking out, sorting all the stuff out, and then gearing up for the rest of the week. Got some tweaks to the setup today, tweaks to the software, new additions to the software coming to the stream later. If you guys want to come hang out on my stream, which will be 10 p.m. UK, I'm going to try and get some new hardware to work for the first time. So I'm going to wire it up, and I'm probably not going to do much. I'm going to wait for the stream, so we'll see what happens. Just work after a long week, Tommy. Oh, yes. Trying out some plugins, preparing the Black Friday list. That's a good shout. Get ready for those early bird deals, right? Yeah. Speaking of new plugins, there's a bunch of new plugins arrived over the weekend in my inbox that tomorrow I'm gonna try and have a play with, and if they're good enough, then we'll crack on and make some YouTube stuff with those. But one of them in particular sounds very, very interesting, because for me, I'm always like, I'm hunting around. Well, I certainly used to spend an awful lot of time hunting around for IRs, and I have like thousands, and I have my favorites. I have my favorite brands of impulse responses, you know, on my hard drives, but still, I have those moments where I'm so tempted to just like spend 2 hours going through IRs, you know? Yo, Chili Mosh Music! He made it. Look, guys, if the legendary Chili Mosh Music has a Facebook account, we're all right. We're doing all right. Yeah. I have no triple play, but my acoustic electronic Ivan has some great sound in Fishman Electronics. That is really cool. That is the next thing on the list. Get a really good acoustic. We were in the waiting list for another brand, but I tell you, their waiting list just shot up and off and off and off, and it just got, So I think Fishman's been checking out some brands that they work with. I might as well just start DMing a couple of acoustic brands. Maybe we'll get a nice acoustic sent over to Fishman, which was the original plan, and they'll install some cool electronics over there as well. So, oh yeah, Eventide Shimmer, you know, the Shimmer Verb and Crystals, they sound really good. Black Hole, if you get a deal on that, that's my go-to Eventide reverb. It's amazing. it's like instant dream. As soon as I turn that on like this, because this has crystals and black hole. Black hole's great. TM, what's up? It's like you're my uncle or brother. Is there any way when installing Fishman pickups to have it voicing? Yes, it is possible. Do you know how I know this, TM? Because all my guitars are reversed voiced like that, exactly like that. So absolutely is possible. I think you just choose which wire it goes on, but every time I have my pickups done, I usually have it so that the tone down is the lower output, and then you pull up to have hotter output. So yeah, that's exactly the way I do it. It works really well. Even on this Abassi set, I have the profiles reversed. Works really good. Because I prefer the low output stuff as well. Yeah, so I can see why you'd want to do that, because that's why I did. You know, it's been a while since we tried the two voicing. Let's just A/B that. So when it's down like this, it's the lower output voice. Now let's pull it up. It has a bit of a broader mid, actually. I quite like that for those chugs. How crazy is that? That is quite a pronounced difference on those chugs. If you listen, the difference in the mid shift. Joey has a Facebook account. There we go. Perfect timing as well, mate. Yeah, I didn't think actually we'd hear it with that gain sound, such a pronounced difference, but yeah, absolutely you do, don't you? Did you personally select the fretboard? Minor, this guitar, I had no idea. Jeff built it as a surprise. I'll tell you the story. He calls me up. He's like, yo, brother. I'm like, hey, Jeff. Hello, Jeff, mate. Hey, brother, how's it going? Jeff, mate, it's going all right. How are you? I like Jeff. And then he's like, there's a guitar coming, but don't open it until it arrives. Well, obviously don't open it until it arrives. When it arrives, call me and I'll explain everything. I'm like, all right, okay. Cool, there's a guitar on the way. You do have it. Come on, troll. You're a man, you're everywhere on the internet. So that output made that much difference. Yes, it did, Tommy, yeah. It did. It was crazy. It's like two completely different sets of pickups, the two profiles. You know, really, really cool. Yeah, you can still watch with no chat, of course, yeah. So anyway, this guitar arrived. I called Jeff up and he's like, do you like the guitar? I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have never chosen, you know, obviously Jeff knows I play 20-inch radius, thin necks, you know, from all of the rest of it. Fishman pickups. He knew that it was a 5-way super switch, so he kind of had it spec'd out exactly how I liked it. And he's like, we've made X amount more of them. I was like, all right, okay. So it was like loads of them. And he's like, we're gonna do a run. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, should give us enough for like a month or so. It's like, all right, awesome, let's do it. And then we announced the sale, and then like within 24 hours, they were all gone, sold out. And I'm like, Jeff, there's people still desperate to buy this guitar. We need to like extend it, or you need to take orders and just put builds in, but honor the guitar and the price. So then we did that, but then it got a little bit too much, and then we had to cut it off like 3 or 4 days later. But it was awesome because then I start seeing these things pop up in the wild, like getting tagged on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone was like ever so slightly different because it's like an ash top. It was all good. It was really cool. Yeah. It was my first experience of kind of doing something like that, and it was amazing that everybody was so supportive and they went so damn quickly. It was really cool. Kudos to Jeff indeed, yes. Dennis R. Jeff needs to get you a better bonus package. Next time I'm over there, I want those tacos. No expense spared. I want the chili sauce. I want everything. Jeff, I want everything. Just everything. Fries, everything. Nice to see you here today, Dennis. How are you doing? Are you good? Yeah, so it was a great moment and a really cool guitar. So the sort of shorter answer is no, I didn't really spec it out in terms of choosing everything, you know. Still holding out for the Zeus. Yes. Hang tight. I was saying earlier, good things. Good things. Where are you going to get your somewhere, Tommy, somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's been fun. I'm feeling like I'm warmed up. I feel like I want to play another track. Should we play a track? Any track you guys want to hear today? Let's see if I can find it in a reasonable amount of time. Shoot that track. And whilst we're waiting for that track to be announced by you guys, if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're coming from Twitch, Twitch to Facebook, I can imagine you're like, oh, what? But Black Line, here we go. Clear. Oh, play anything, Lisa. Do take a second though to give the Fishman Facebook page a follow, because in the coming weeks we're going to be streaming this particular takeover direct. You know what? We got the big legend himself here, Harlan. And we don't play New Beginnings that often. So, when the big legend Harlan asks for a track, it's very difficult to say no. Follow the Light. Oh, Joe, you're trying to kill me today. Yeah, I can, but I would need to add it. But why don't I add that one to the set for later? Because it's not probably on there. Nightmare from Dark Synthwave. All I remember about is track 7. All I remember about that track is 7. Oh gosh. Yeah, maybe I was faking it, Joey. I'll try it. We'll maybe do a few. Let's try it. Let's change the sound. It's hot in here. Alternative sweeping. There's a lot of alternate picking and sweeping. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though, guys. I'm going to turn the heating off in this room because it is roasting. There's for some reason some fire heating stuff coming on, and that track and this hoodie. Woo! I'll be back in a sec. Keeping the fishmans on the hotter output. Cook the room. Yes. Yes. bedtime short, bedtime t-shirts. These. Oh, you're getting that triple play action. Sounds good to me, Paul.
Hit this motherfucker.
There we go. I was feeling a little bit out of sync on that. There we go. We are syncing it up now. Just waiting for my knob to come off. Yeah, it's the track for it to come off, I tell you. Hey Thomas, do you know if they stopped the support for the triple play? No, the triple play gets regular updates. My triple play is working absolutely fantastic. I think next week we'll bring the triple play back, especially as the new setup that I've been playing around with should be about ready for action, hopefully after tonight. So yeah, should be all good. So oh, how did you figure it out, Sean? You're one of the few guys that has, but that video that it came from, it just, oh, it had me cracked up. It had me cracked up for so long. Man. Custom made rock guitar. Paul, what is it? What is it? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When you get little bits of information, like, or like when you hear something and it's like, wait a minute. This guitar needs a restring pretty damn soon. Oh gosh, all right. So if you're tuning in late and you're like, what's going down? What's going down? Very soon the Fishman stream that you might watch on YouTube or Twitch will be heading over to the Fishman Facebook page. So be sure to give it a follow on the Fishman Music Facebook page. Links down below on the YouTube video, and I'm sure if you're coming from Twitch, you can find it. Great performance. One question: will Triple Play app support VST3? As far as I'm aware, it installs in all formats, like audio units is what I use. But to be honest, most of the time, the Fishman, like the Triple Play app, it's actually standalone. That's like the most popular way. So that's how a lot of the time when I use it on streams and stuff like this, I use the Fishman Triple Play app as a standalone app that just runs side by side. Ableton, unless you wanted to do something, kind of unique or different with it. But the instruments that's included, like Synthmaster and stuff like that, they should be VST3 and also... Oh, mean loading VST3? I'd imagine so. I'm not quite sure. I'd need to check. Because again, see, when I'm using Triple Play, I'm using the Triple Play software as like this sort of controller. So to edit the product, but I'm using instruments inside of a DAW. So yeah, but you could probably find that out, no problem. Enjoy so much my Triple Play, use it with main stage. It's very fast and accurate, yeah, totally. Yeah, it's really good. Really good. What you could do, if you're struggling to find that out, Christian, I tell you what, if you're struggling to find that out and you can't find the information so easily, down below on the YouTube link is my Discord, and I'm on the Discord all the time. You could message me on there and I'll send Fishman an email and we'll find out for sure. And that way you have a direct chain straight to the Fishman headquarters. Boom. Yeah, maybe do that. If anybody else wants to join the Discord, Discord link is down below on the YouTube description. Check it out. And great community. Great community. Oh man, I tell you what, that track. Who chose New Beginnings and Black Lion? Oh, feel like I need a nap after that. Either that or a very strong coffee. I'm edging towards a strong coffee. Got some nice beans. Recently roasted. Rested for probably about 2 weeks now. They're good to go. Paul. Oh, this is your guitar. Okay, you've been typing this out for a while. A double whammy bridge. Okay. RG style ash body. Maple neck, graphite clamps on the locking nut. Interesting. No, no, the name of the track was decided long before that, Sean. The track was done, and then we had these little breaks. And then I remember well, when we were on tour with Dragon Force, we had like some downtime, well, quite a lot of downtime, we were like in the hotel or, whatever, and then that video was going viral then. We were just laughing so much, but the track was already done then. So yeah, I don't know if the Discord command will work, unfortunately, but you can get to the Discord just by going to mcrocklin.com/discord. But it should be in the description below as well. Oh wow, what happened there? Okay. It's fine. No, I don't need that app. Wrong app. Wrong app. Yeah. I can't. I'm sure the track was already done and like pretty much finished. But that sample was just like, well, that whole video. The difficult bit was just choosing the sort of exact bit. That was the difficult because there's so many good bits. Yeah, funny though. Yeah, if you guys want the Discord link, I'll put it in the chat. Here you go. There's the Discord link. You can join us. And if you want some royalty-free jam tracks, there's about 200 on there now. Check that out. Bit of Get Dream stream. It's on all stream platforms. Lovely. All right. Any questions, guys, on music, pickups, gear, things that you're thinking about? All the lessons are on School of McRock there as well. Check that out. Yeah, let's. We've got a few minutes left here. Yeah, got 5 minutes left. What's the most metal sounding amp that comes to mind? Oh, I'd probably, off the top of my head, I'd probably say some of the PV stuff that I've heard. They have that very kind of like classic metal sort of scoop sound, but you can totally get them to do other things as well. Fishman Music, there we go. But yeah, I mean, like Randall and stuff like that, I've never really tried. 5150 probably, those earlier PV versions as well. But things like Friedman's and Marshalls and stuff, I find they're like a different type of sound. They're more like a classic rock. But what I like to do though is take like those Plexi amps. They make great platform amps. So you would take like a Plexi sound and plug something like a Precision Drive or an Apex Twin or a Friedman BOD, but use the tightness like pretty high. I really like doing that. So taking classic amps that have that low gain sort of sound that just you wouldn't have thought turns into an absolute blazing baller sound. You get it out of the Soldano. Nice, yeah, the Soldano stuff's great. Can you share what you use, like your signal path from your guitar to the amp? Dennis, I can. It's really complex and it's growing. But I'll give you a short version. Check out my YouTube channel as well if you want like a 35-minute version, because it goes into a lot of specifics. I think I uploaded that video about 5 months ago or so. But basically my guitar goes into a line selector, and the line selector is just to turn off some pedals like SY200 and stuff like that. And then it goes into the wah 95Q auto sort of on-off wah. Then it goes into a quad Cortex where I've sort of captured a lot of my pedals and amps into it. And I have about 8 different sounds that I use on the quad Cortex. But then I have a feed, an aux send and return that I use a Bogner Harlow for all the cleans. So that's a really great compressor. And then I have an out from the Cortex going in and out to my door to feed in like crystal sounds. So that's how I do like stuff like that. And then I also have like just plugins as well. So that's the Corey Wong. And then if I want like Gojira, you can hear that's got some feedback about it, right? So yeah, quite a lot. And then there's like other devices that just generate stuttery glitch stuff, and there's more gear which is not quite wired in, which I'm hoping to wire in for tonight's YouTube stream. So yeah, my Twitch stream is now moved over to YouTube. So if you haven't caught one of the streams, well, now you can catch it on YouTube, youtube.com/McRocklin, and I'll be streaming 10 p.m. tonight, so about 3 and a bit hours or so from now. But yeah, the signal path is a little bit crazy, but it's fun, you know, especially in live streams and stuff like that. I don't mind like recreating a lot of these sounds for like recording, but like being able to just pull them out on a live stream, that's really fun, you know, because, you know, different things can happen. It's yeah, it's a lot of fun. Good question though. It'll you know, signal chain stuff. Never an easy question. There's just too much gear. We used to have like a graph on screen that had like actual signal chains and stuff like that, but then it just got so complex that it was just like more or less impossible. It's like it didn't make sense anymore. It just looked like a freeway from California. Yeah. Siglet, what amps are you mostly using? If you're using software, what plugins are you using? Interesting to know. Hutch really likes the Soldano one. The Gojira. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've played obviously quite a lot with the Gojira, but I've kind of started using it for like the swampy feedback lead as opposed to like a main lead. But you know, if I had some more time, I would definitely kind of like to try like the Nolly and Pliny one again, revisit some of those ones. But things keep moving, gear keeps arriving, everything keeps changing, and now there's this new speaker sim plugin that's coming out in about a month's time, and I'm really tempted to try that out probably tomorrow and try and shift a couple of sounds to using that speaker sim just to see if it's as good as what they believe it to be. So that's another sort of task, but I'll probably do all software with that. Maybe it's Quad Cortex, I'm not sure, but it's looking interesting because the promise is you'll never need to load IRs again. It's all just virtual speaker moving, you know, everything's modeled. That'll be interesting if it actually works as good as what they say. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, more on that kind of as I kind of get into it, I guess. So guys, thank you for hanging out today. If you're tuning in late, don't forget, in the coming weeks we'll be shifting over to just streaming on the Facebook page. Yeah, obviously, you know, the guys on the Discord and stuff like that, I'll keep you in the loop of that in the gear discussion channel. And if it's not good, then I probably won't even use it for the content. But if it's promising, then I'll give it a shot. So yeah, I like the idea of it because I have thousands of IRs. You know, and like I say, if I can just tweak the sound of a speaker as opposed to like hunting through all of the IRs, that helps a lot. Time savers. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Hope you had fun. It was nice to play some tracks and chill out, have a sort of talk and so forth. Remember to try and give the Facebook Fishman page a follow if you're tuning in late. In the coming weeks, all the streams will be direct from the Fishman Music Facebook page, and I'm excited, and yeah, it'll be fun. Very welcome, Sean. Great to see you here. We'll see you in a little bit, and yeah. What gauge strings do I use? 9 to 42. 9 to 42. So yeah, you have an awesome afternoon, and remember later today, about 3.5 hours from now, I'll be streaming on my YouTube channel, and I think today it will be a little bit more kind of chilled. We'll play some tracks, do some hanging out, but also you want to try and get this new gear implemented, see if we can get it to work and stuff like that. I've never used it before, so we'll see if we can do that. So that's on my YouTube channel. A little bit later, if you go to youtube.com/McRocklin, you'll probably see the notification just ready to be turned on. So anytime, Dennis, you guys take it easy, and I will see you soon. Cheers, guys.